This is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and you are listening to the Bob Culture Podcast.
Nothing between the lines of the page or at a time. Forgiveness is for angels, but this angel fell out of line. That's in no second chance or redemption can be found. 'Cause you can't run the devil and the devil is running you down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a very special Smash Master Wrasslin edition of the BCP. Very excited to welcome in ahead of his event. It's Uncle Masty's Smash Master Wrasslin. That's going to be this Sunday. I feel like I just got an accent all of a sudden. This Sunday, July 10th in Throope, PA. Bell time 2 p.m. The Throope Civic Center. Tickets are available now. All seats are $20. It's going to be an HTW production, shameless promo. Very excited for this event. The head honcho in charge of this event is here. You know him as a former tag team champion. Let's see, all around the place, WX, WC4, NYCW with a guy maybe named Johnny Moran. We'll see what's going on with that. Frenemies. We're so excited to have him in here. I don't know what to call him today. Mastodon, Rosh. We're going to call him Uncle Masty. Uncle Masty, welcome in. How are you, bro?
What's happening, Bob? Bob, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Bob, man.
Yes.
But we both are men of many names, so you just.
That's it, man. I love it. Dude, thanks so much for joining us. Shameless promo. Again, got to acknowledge our sponsors at the top of the show. Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore. Dude, if you're ever here in New Jersey, Englishtown Flea Market, they're open on the weekends. They got an online store. Lots of toys, lots of throwbacks, X-Men, G.I. Joe, Funkenstein. We love you guys. Check them out online. Thanks for supporting the show. And right now, we want to talk about Smash Master Wrasslin. Again, guys, this Sunday, I'll be making the trip down to Scranton. or Throope, rather. I'm so excited. I know there's a lot of you. I don't even know what's what. A lot of Scranton wrestlers down there. I'm very excited for it. Rosh, now, first and foremost, is this your first time putting on a show?
So this will be my first time where it is my production top to bottom.
Right.
I have assisted and helped with numerous promotions over the years. I've run concerts, festivals. I've done forms of entertainment, but this will be my show, as it were. So that's pretty exciting.
I'm going to start calling you a promoter. So there's some good and bad things that I'm teasing you, man. You're doing a great job, man. And I'm making a joke because you really are doing a good job, man. We talked at Titan, man. It's always a pleasure just seeing you, man. But I could see a lot of your planning for this went against the typical things that we see here, a little bit against the grain. There was actually like a business model. There's a charitable aspect. We're getting kids involved. A lot of support from like the local like businesses and sponsors from all over, from podcasts to photographers to local businesses. It's so cool. Like you have a plan here, man. Tell us about kind of your philosophy putting this thing together and how long it took you to do all this.
I've been observing I started kicking around the pro wrestling world like 97, 98. So like I've been floating around the toilet bowl for a while, and I've just been watching and observing and playing with things outside of wrestling. Like I said, I did concert promoting. I ran ministry. And if you think that's any different than a business, you're nuts. I ran a nonprofit tour. I'm a student of, I'm just an observant little turd bird, like I just watch everything. I absorb it all in like a sponge and I try to break it apart and find a logic path. So when I wanted to do my own thing, I wanted to make sure I incorporated as many of the good elements that I saw that were out there, and I avoided all the bad, negative, counterproductive. I don't even like to use the word bad, counterproductive elements that I see that hurt other promotions and what they have going on. And there's an element of philanthropic endeavor. making sure that we have access to kids that, hold on, my dog's being rude.
I was gonna say I definitely know there's a dog there. That's my dog sense. We're all about the dog cam. Yes, dude. From that noise, I thought there was this big, huge dog coming on.
There is this guy right here. This is my 350-pound Yorkshire Terrier.
Oh, that was not what I was expecting.
That's my boy. This is Munson.
We love the dog
after,
cameos.
His name's Captain Thurman Munson, for anyone who's a Yankees fan here.
Yes.
And if you're not, you're wrong. He knows he's in trouble when he hears the word captain come out of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
If we go full government name, because that's his papered name, he gets the first, middle, and last name, he's in trouble. But anyway, I digress.
That's it. Yeah, that was worth it, though.
Totally. He steals the show everywhere he goes. We go to the drive-through, he pops his little head up in the window, and if he doesn't get like free nuggets or donuts or something, then he didn't hustle hard enough.
Now, will he be at the show?
No.
Probably not. Yeah, you got a lot to do. Yeah. I'll meet him one day.
You'll definitely. I considered bringing him up to Moran's house and leaving him there to terrorize his dogs, but I don't know how well the three of them would do together all day. So
True.
They have interacted. They have met, as you saw in the one video segment released of me and Johnny. Munson did go make the trip to Throope.
I'm sorry.
I don't apologize to me. I'm forewarning you. If Johnny Moran hears you call his little town Throope, he will be like a little tea kettle with steam shooting out of his ears and his nose, a little dark horse. Yeah, that'll be Johnny Moran. You'll be flipping out. Don't do
Thank
that.
You, bro.
So
good looking out, man. It just has the TH. What was this, like the Massachusetts cities? Like, what's going on here?
Look, all right, so there's Northeast PA, right? All right, there we go. There's PA.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, right? Erie, Pittsburgh, Philly.
Yep.
Pennsylvania in the middle. We are like this corner up here. This is considered Northeast PA. There's those of us who live in the wilderness, and there's them city folk up there, them river folk. Yeah. Johnny Moran is one of them. They live in a big city of Scranton, the big city of Scranton. And I live in a town that most people, if you blink twice, you'll miss it. And I'm okay with that, to be quite honest.
I get it.
So they're a little weird out there. They throw extra letters in their words, and we just mumble through everything. It's a huge difference. But I love it. It's Northeast PA. So Throope, I'm the king of the bunny trail. I'll take you everywhere you don't want to go.
Love it, man. And we talk about Throope. I'm saying that correctly now, I believe. So Johnny doesn't get mad at me. But we were talking about, dude, like you're getting a lot of support from the community. You're getting a lot of support. And tell us a little bit about what you're doing for the kids as well.
So there is a philanthropic effort, man. I've had a couple teeth knocked out lately. Aaron Roxas's knee strike has helped knock a couple of them loose.
Nice.
There's a philanthropic effort. The big thing for me is access, right? How much are tickets going for a show, right? 20, 30 bucks. Some places 40. Mom and her two kids can't swing 120 bucks to go watch a wrestling show. And definitely not out here in the sticks, where people are clawing and fighting to find enough money to pay their rent. So the biggest thing for me when I sat down, I was like, how can we make this happen with the best atmosphere possible, right? So put the pro wrestling promoter hat on or the wrestler hat. You ask any of us, which is your favorite kind of crowd? Crowd full of kids. They love it.
Great answer.
They're so into it. God bless you, internet wrestling community folks, but you're so ungrateful and spoiled that we've got to die to make you happy. These kids, however,
I don't mean to laugh. Yeah.
I do the reach, man. I just got to do the reach. I just got to be there, connect with them. Like, I don't got to think hard. Y'all know me. I'm not much for thinking hard, keep it simple, stupid. And I'm the last S there, So I wanted to make sure that it was accessible to kids. So, how can we give tickets to kids? Still got to pay my wrestlers, right? Like, I'd love to give the shows away for free, but I gotta pay the boys. Like, I don't want to be that guy that's like asking everyone every month to could you come for free at the fundraiser? Like, we're always raising funds. We're carnies. That's why there's a price on the ticket. It's just who you're giving the money to, right? So I want to make sure the boys are taken care of. So I was like, okay, I want to service these people, the kids. I want to service these people, the wrestlers. I want to service this person, the guy who's got to pay for it if it flops. So how can I serve all these masters? Well, the Smash Master is smart. And he goes to the local community and he says, hey, I want to give tickets to kids. Can you help pay for them? At the end of the day, that's how it works. I sell advertising to local companies, and in exchange for the money they give me for advertising, instead of taking that money and stuffing my pockets, I use that money to cover the cost of tickets to give to kids so the kids can come. We have a better crowd. We have a better show. And I got money to pay the guys.
Yeah. And it's good marketing. Like you said, having the kids, what it's all about too. That's amazing.
I've been at shows that have drawn 12 people and it's depressing. I know for a fact right now that there are 49 tickets that were given to the Throope Civic Center to give out in the community. And I guarantee they could have used another 49 easily. There was over 100 kids playing basketball, Tuesday, the day after the 4th of July, there was over 100 kids that were playing basketball. Even if they gave all those tickets away, half those kids still don't have tickets.
Hey man, can people still, and this will be up very, very soon. Can people still kind of help out? Sponsors are still opportunities.
There's still sponsorship opportunities. But with how late into it we are, I'm going to direct you towards next show. Right, I've got another one coming in 6 weeks, August 28th. Bing, 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 bing. Big announcer right there. August 28th, Smash Master Wrasslin, Chapter 2. And we've got some killer stuff happening on that one. Uncle Masty dug out the old wallet. So bad things can only happen because if I dig out the wallet, there's something good at the end of that. If you can get me to spend money, folks, it's a good deal. All right. If Uncle Masty puts money out, it's worth it because I don't like to spend it. I like to make it.
My man, it's very smart, man. And thank you for doing that again with the kids, man. That's what it's all about. It's also very smart, business on your part, man. I love having the kids in the crowd. They're very excited to boo the heels or cheer for the faces, man. I think they're going to like Uncle Masty. It's going to be great. But Uncle Masty will be in action. Shameless promo with Skylar Kincaid, who I did meet in New Jersey. I'm very excited to call that match and be there and see him in action for the first time. Saren Rain and HC Loke, who I've worked with very closely and really enjoyed working with. He was a producer for something I was working on, and he was just a pleasure to work with. And I always enjoy seeing him, man. This is going to be a great match, man. Are you, I know you're running a show, man. Are you also preparing for this match mentally as well?
I am. And this one actually has a lot of depth to it. There's a story. The first independent wrestling show I ever went to, if anybody knows, there's a gentleman out there, his name's Eric Schaefer. He still shoots 35 millimeter digital. He's based out of Philly. He's an old family friend. He used to take me to all the local wrestling shows. He was a substitute teacher at our high school. It's just a cool dude. Like I said, family friend. And my first wrestling show was at the Numidia Raceway. And it's like a little drag strip out here in the middle of Nowheresville, PA. And on this show, like I said, this is like the mid 90s. On this show is a very young HC Loke. So my first independent wrestling show I've ever seen, Loke's on it. Okay. I came up through the Wild Swimming Center in WXW under Pops, like back in the Hazleton days. The first WXW show I ever went to was the Owen Hart Memorial Show.
Oh, wow.
HC Loke worked Judas Young. HC Loke was there, right?
Wow.
Cool. 1-1, right? I disappear. I'm gone. This guy, but I'm always watching. I see him get picked up by of Honor. I saw him, start out as a ref and then work his way into matches, and then Carnage Crew happened. And I was just observing and seeing it. I was always a big fan because we've had this connection. Guys, connections matter. Connections with people. I am like forever following HC Loke because he made a connection. I still have the 8x10. It's over in my room.
That's so cool.
And I don't collect autographs, right? Like it's just not me, but I have HC Loke sitting over in my storage container with my wrestling stuff in it in my room. Like I'm not a collector of stuff, but I keep that because he made a connection with the kid who ended up doing this. So anyway, I come back here. I'm at the sanctuary. Who comes rolling in with the students? HC Loke.
Wow.
So right, like either he can't shake me or I can't shake him. I don't know, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. And at this point, neither of us are spring chickens, right? So High Tension gives me a call and they want me to come in for the
Steamtown.
The Steamtown Mall show, but the Powerball lottery. Right, and I'm in there and who do I end up in the ring with? HC Loke.
It happened.
So my first live TV on IWTV, HC Loke's there. So I saw him in the locker room and I walked over to him and was like, Loke, this is when I knew that week, by the way, the week of that show is when we set dates for this. So that's how long I sat on this before I made the announcement.
Right.
Because I didn't want to try to take anybody's shine, right? Like,
yeah,
this was HTW's weekend.
Yeah, but
we're gonna let like.
Does Loke know this at this point? You say you saw him in the locker room. Like, does he know all these things?
Yeah. Well, we've joked about it, right? Like,
Okay.
We bumped into each other, and like I told him, like I've shown him pictures. Like I have a picture from that show, that New Media Raceway show, over my office.
I'm sure he's appreciative.
Yeah. Like it's one of those cool things, man. It's serendipity. Like you can't write this. This is real life. This isn't even fiction. This isn't even pro wrestling stories. This is real life. That's why making connections is so important.
Yes.
It's clutch. If you don't make connections, get out of the business. You got no business. You're just an acrobat. Go be a stuntman. Nothing wrong with that. You can make more money, probably be safer, have benefits from SAG, but that's a whole other conversation. So anyway, I bump into Loke in the locker room, and before I put Philly Mike through the table, and I'll do it again, I swear. And so, like, before, he starts throwing hands at me. So, there's a little chippiness here, but we'll get to that. I bumped into him and was like, hey, I'm doing a show, July 10th. I want you to be on it. And, I went through the list again. You were here. You got to be here, So we had the business talk, like grown men do. And then we went out and we did the Rumble. And then we had the other business talk, like grown men do. Originally, I was going to have it, I had it booked as Skylar against Loke. Skylar Kincaid is a really, really promising young man. He's a good friend of mine. I believe you met him at the last Titan show.
Nice guy.
You'll see him again at the next one. I don't know if you saw that graphic pop up.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, the debut of the Thrillbillies, myself and Skylar Kincaid.
I did see that. So that was Skylar with you in that one.
Skylar and me, and yep, against Steve Mack and Black G's.
Oh man, I not to switch gears, man. How you feeling about what an opportunity that is for you guys? And I love seeing you at Titan.
Titan is a blast. It'll be my 1-year anniversary of showing up and like wrecking everybody. American Spirits when I made my debut at Titan last year. I made the challenge. I wanted Titans. I wanted true gods from the mountains.
I think you might have got your wish, man.
Yeah. Let me tell you, dude, Steve Monster Mack. Let me go back in time again to the year 2000. Let's hop in the time machine and go back. Because again, speaking of not spring chickens, apparently I ended up on the senior circuit over here. Okay with it. Kind of scared of it. Hey, I ain't a spring chicken either, man. I'll be 40 in a couple months.
I was going to say 29.
Don't tell nobody.
Okay. I won't.
But Steve Mack and his former tag partner, Danny Moss, the Hit Squad, I bumped into them at a JCW show, the original J Cup. I shot ringside photography for it. Ricky O was always really good to me. But like I met those guys and I was exposed to what the Hit Squad was. And then they came to WXW, and I watched the entire feud of them and the Moondogs 2000. Yeah. Happy Moles and Wenzel against Monster Mac and Danny Moff.
Yeah.
Who still eats children every morning for breakfast. Puts a little milk on them in a bowl,
Yeah.
These are the men that I grew up watching wrestling. As I'm becoming a man, I'm turning into an adult. This is, to me, what is presented as professional wrestling. A lot different than what it is presented now, right? So,
yeah.
Now I'm in the ring with Steve Mack. 20-some years later, it's taken that long. Right. Black G's was a tag champ and a heavyweight champ at WXW when I made my second run when I was in there with BYOB. So again, I'm watching someone who I've grown up respecting. So I'm going to get to be in the ring with these guys. So that's on my mind, Rob. That's definitely on my mind. It's I know I got a show to focus on, and I got HC Loc to focus on.
Good problems to have, man. Good problems to have.
Whew. I don't know if I'm blessed or cursed. We'll determine that. Come talk to me on the 17th, on the day after. Yeah, and I'll tell you how I'm feeling about everything. Now, yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a blast.
Happy for you, man. Well deserved, man. It's good. Careful what you wish for, but well deserved, man.
Eat
there it is.
Eat steak.
There it is. That's it, my man. I love it. I want to talk about someone, we know Johnny is the son of Scranton. I've been referring to her lately as the daughter of Scranton. Let's be real. Adina Steele has been on a roll lately. Very excited to see her in action on Sunday. Just like a light in this business. One of my favorite people in this business. And she's out there living her best life right now. She's kicking butt in the ring. And right now, mystery opponent. I'm not going to dig, man. I'm not that kind of journalist. I ain't going to dig. I'm not going to do that to you, man. But you got Adina. Oh, he's got a phone. Okay.
I do have a phone. I don't know if you saw right before we entered into the recording booth.
I was at work all day. What do you got?
Oh, no, this was moments. I believe this was just before you dialed in. I do have, it came in on my fax machine, which is crazy because I don't have a printer, let alone a fax machine, but I got this fax that came in earlier. I do have a signed contract for an opponent. I know, the opponent knows. I'm debating whether or not to tell Adina or let her find out at the curtain.
Hey, man, that's above my pay grade. And again, it goes back to this is why you're wearing many hats. Do you want to break something? Do you want that reaction at the event, man? I'm not that kind of reporter, man. I ain't gonna push you. I'm excited to see Adina, but I am very curious who's coming through that curtain.
Let me tell you, I have all the respect in the world for Adina. Again, I knew eventually I was going to end up running shows. That's always been inevitable. But I didn't think it was going to be this quick, but I've been paying attention to and watching for star power. One of the things I've always patted myself on the back for was being able to recognize star factors in people. Yeah. I can see things. Now, sometimes it doesn't always come to fruition. Sometimes you can find a beautiful rock and you just never get it chiseled away where it needs to be. But I saw Adina and I was like, this person has something special. And I'm excited and it just conveniently, she happens to be hometown hero, but I'm excited to see her get some opportunities to really shine and to tell some stories. And I'll tell you this much. I know Johnny's got a pretty big match, but I do want to make the announcement here that Adina is the main event.
Really? Well deserved.
Adina and her opponent are the main event. Yes. Uncle Masty, Smash Master Wrasslin, is going right to the top at the gate. Let's not let it be a distraction. She's earned it.
Wow, I love that, man. That's amazing. I want to. Is it like male or female opponent? Like, I want to ask all these questions, man. I'll leave it alone.
Ask questions, and I may or may not answer them. I also may lie my ass off too. You never know. Uncle Masty's a rascal like that.
Oh boy, you know what? I will wait and find out. I do want to move on to the card, but that's amazing to hear. Adina, just a great human, an amazing wrestler, and so happy for her. She deserves this main event spot. That is very cool. Thank you for breaking that here, man.
I have one other thing I want to break with you, Rob.
All about the BCP exclusives.
I do. I mean, I know we're on the main event already because you didn't know it was the main event, and that's the first thing we broke because I don't believe I've announced that as the main event. I saw the contract that came in, right? I'll leave a couple Easter eggs and we'll let people play detective and see if they can figure it out. This person comes from this half of the state.
Okay. Yep.
So like not Eastern PA. Now, for those of you who do not know where we come from, Pennsylvania is a weird little place. We can't even be a state. We're a commonwealth. We have to be just a little bit different.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're Penn's Woods. Our state literally means the woods.
Yeah.
So you've got Pittsburgh over here. They say things like yins. Build cities on hillsides and cliffs. And then over here you got Philly. It's just
Oh wow.
Nothing good comes from Philadelphia. Okay.
Not a cheesesteak.
Not Michael. Wow. Nah. Chicken cheesesteak, man.
Rocky?
Cheesesteaks down there.
Rocky? Yeah.
The Rocky's fictitious, bro.
All right.
I mean, I got him tattooed on my leg as a symbol of like.
I was gonna say, yeah, he ain't fictitious over here in the BCP compound. You get it.
I get you. Like I got Sly down there, but I just there's too many people. So anyway, you've got these.
Yes.
That's what everybody thinks of. They're like, "Oh, you're from Pennsylvania. Oh, you knew Pittsburgh. You knew Philly." No, no. 2 hours from them, not far enough from that one. So we got some coming from the west side of the state. It's like a whole other country. We look at them with almost as much disdain as we do when you cross the river. The Delaware River is a beautiful barrier, by the way. I love that.
Wow. Yeah.
The best $1.50 you'll ever spend is getting back to PA. You know?
Wow.
It's free to get into Jersey, but they charge you to get out.
There it is.
That's a great marketing plan if you want to run a wrestling. Let people come in for free, charge them to walk out the door.
You've had pork roll though, right? You've had pork roll in New Jersey.
A Taylor ham, pork roll, whatever. It's all breakfast bologna.
That's fair.
I'm going to get stabbed, on the 16th. I'm not even going to make it into the match. I'm not even going to get to see Steve Mack. I'm going to get lynched on the way through the parking lot. But that's
no.
Right,
But wait, so you got what can you give us? What can you give us BCP exclusive wise?
The BCP exclusive is that we need someone who's going to be impartial, someone who's not going to take favor of East Coast or West Coast, Pac or Big E. So I called in someone that you may know. We're going to have a special guest referee.
Okay.
Vivacious, Vicious, Vicky.
Oh, that's happening, huh?
That is happening.
Which means I'll be carrying some bags, it sounds like. Thanks so much.
VVV, yep, absolutely. She said that you would have no problem carrying her luggage for her.
I'm used to it at this point. Triple V, but that's very, very cool.
Yep. The zebra will be in full effect. I need someone that's going to be able to maintain order. If she can handle the zoo that's across the border, she can handle this little battle here.
Look at you, man. And I appreciate that. That's very cool. The vicious one coming down to Throope, PA. Very excited for that one, man. Very cool. Thank you for doing that, man. That's going to be amazing. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of wrestling fashion with the ref gear involved or something, some sort of cheetah ref something. Who knows?
Absolutely. She's gonna camo.
They're all there.
Camo and zebra stripes.
There it is. Love it. There you go. No
was
cheating.
born for this.
Yeah.
He was born for this.
I'm excited, man. Oh, man, this is getting better and better, man. So glad to have you here. Got to talk about our guy. And we mentioned Steve Mack earlier. He was just on Johnny's podcast. I'm about halfway through. Really great interview. Check that out. Steve Monster Mack on Moran and Friends shameless promo. But Johnny Moran, Johnny 2 belts, we call him over at Titan, the dark horse, taking on someone he's familiar with, the alpha dog, Adam Chandler. Of course, this one's going to be rough. All puns intended here in a dog collar match. Rosh is like, don't do any puns on commentary.
No, you pun away, punish everyone.
I like it.
I'm cool with that.
I like it.
I'm a big fan of wordplay. So I want to tell you a story that goes beyond wrestling stories. Okay. I love Adam Chandler. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. I think he's carried Johnny through a lot of his best matches. And I knew that if I said, hey, Johnny, you can pick your opponent for who you want to wrestle in your hometown, I knew that without hesitation, he's going to be like, Adam Chandler. And I was like,
okay.
So I said, you can pick anybody but Adam Chandler. I love Adam Chandler. Puns? You want to hear some puns? Dog and pony show that nobody wants to see again, right? Like they've wrestled as many times as myself and Aaron Roxas has. Okay. A lot, right? Great matches. Once upon a time, they carried the top of cards to sell out crowds. I've seen the videos. I didn't believe it. I saw the videos. Because he was like, oh, we could sell places out. I was like, but Johnny, that was a while ago, bro. Like, come on, let's do something new. And I pitched some names to him and like a little tennis player who got him away. I mean, I don't know if people realize this, but Johnny Moran is a very particular individual. It's a pain in my ass.
There it is.
So I proposed someone to him. We couldn't line things up because, this is big boy sports here. So we do have to have contract, contract discussions and pay scales and whatnot. And
Bray Wyatt was unavailable.
Scheduling. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Bray Wyatt wasn't available. So we kept circling back out, and like every time that I would get a deflection, Rob, let me tell you, there was at least a dozen deflections. Okay. It would be like, I'm telling you, me and Adam Chandler can put on a great show.
Is that how he talks?
In my world, that's how he talks. The old Johnny Moran was, hey, I'm Johnny Moran. Yeah, but that was too part, man. So, yeah, we're little brothers.
Oh, boy.
He's the butt of so many jokes. It's fantastic. So I was like, listen. And you can see the video. The video's there, and it's a fair reenactment of exactly how the conversation went. I was like, you know what? He did say something in his promo about you two being tied together. And that leads me to my favorite type of match.
Really?
College.
You're so happy right now.
The look of sheer panic on his face as he realized how big Adam Chandler is. Johnny's not a little guy, but how big Adam Chandler is. To have a 20-foot long chain around his neck, tied to that man's neck. No running away, no shenanigans, like no Moranigans. It's a straight fight.
Oh man, hashtag Moranigans. I'm very excited about that one.
Man.
Dude, I'm not going to go over the whole card, man. I'm very excited. TJ Epics, I see a lot. I think he's a Northern New York guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's really good.
HC Lope guy.
He's great.
Him, Sarah and Rain, Chael Connors are all HC Lope guys.
Really? It's gonna be
you're
great.
You're going to get a good look at all those ones.
So much going on. I actually want to talk about this real quick. Diamond City War Machines versus the Invexibles. What a team name. I know a little bit of them. I think I met Tommy once he came up to Titan one time with all y'all. That was very cool, man. He's an interesting guy, got an interesting sense of humor. I love the stuff that they're doing right now with Big Dust, man. That's like one of my favorite things going on right now. So check that out, support them, man. But like you said, I talked to you, man. You plan these matches and you're like, this is wrestling, man. We are wrestling on Sunday. Tell us a little bit about this one and your philosophy here.
The Diamond City War Machines and I have been friends for literally 25 years. I've known those kids since they were doing underground wrestling in little punk rock clubs in Wilkes-Barre. I trained with them when they came to the beginning of Backbreakers. Like, that's how OG we are. We were there when the guy who owns Backbreakers was training, right? So, like, I've known these guys for a hot minute. They are the embodiment of everything that is 570 Northeast PA. They hit hard. They back down from no one. They're afraid of nothing. And they're a lot of fun, right? They're good friends of mine. And I couldn't do this without their involvement. They're also like, we consider them like the guardians of the valley. And if you saw the video, we kind of made a joke with it. Not a joke, but like, it's really more of a statement, to be honest, because it's true. Those are our streets. Those are their streets. That's their valley. That's their home. And anytime someone tries to come in, and let me tell you, anytime we do a good wrestling show together, everybody and their brother comes in, and brothers, and tries to get everybody from outside the area brought here. Meanwhile, we got to like fight people in parking lots to get a shot at trying to walk on those shows in Jersey, New York, upstate, up in New England. You know, we got to beg, borrow, claw, steal, carny our way to anything we can to just get looked at. But as soon as we have something good, everybody shows up here. So you know what? Quality control.
Okay.
You think you can hang here? Go through them.
Love it, man. And I got to ask you, just looking at the poster here, is this 2-on-3?
No, the Invexibles have two managers. So let's
okay, I'm reading
to
it.
the other
Right.
side of the ring now. Because the Diamond City War Machines are no nonsense. Tommy Vex and Mary Beth are all nonsense. You've seen their work with the Goons and Dust.
Yeah. Uh-oh, what?
As the guy who's the boss, I was like, oh, I gotta have my good friends Tommy and Mary Beth on here, right?
Yeah.
And then like they're on, and it's just like phone call after phone call of like, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. Hey, we want to bring canoes in. Hey, can we do a wiffle ball tournament in the middle of the show? I'm like, is this a cartoon? When did I fall into Merry Melodies here? So like,
Wow.
I'm dealing with like hard-nosed tough guys like the Diamond City War Machines.
Yeah.
And human embodiment cartoon characters, right? Like you saw shenanigans that we got sucked into going down to SWO, and it was me and Moran. Like I seriously felt like I turned to animated when I went down there.
Wow.
And then I told Kit Raff that it was a brilliant idea, and I still stand by it, because Tommy, as much as he's a cartoon character, he's one of the best wrestlers that most people have never seen. He's incredible. You just can't tell because he's only going to let you see it when he wants to.
Nah.
And generally speaking, he can find a way to beat you without actually wrestling. He's going to do it. So Kit Raff, on the other hand, if Tommy Vex and Mary Beth are Tom and Jerry, Kit Raff is Heathcliff.
Wow. I love that analogy. It's amazing.
And you'll see that when you're calling the action, you'll be like, oh my goodness, that really is Heathcliff.
Love that.
Kit Raff is the human embodiment of Riff Raff. Like he's like a little cat, you know, like I'm not a cat guy. I've got a dog that's smaller than most cats, but I'm not a cat guy, right? Like
right.
I got friends that got cats, and like they'll be all like affectionate on you and everything. You go to rub their belly and they like scratch your face off. That's Kit Raff.
Oh, okay. I will not be rubbing any bellies. Yes.
Don't rub Kit Raff's belly.
Good to know. Good to know.
And then he's always accompanied by his coach, his personal assistant, his best friend, Coach C, Coach Raff. I did get a note today, Coach, however.
Okay.
He will not be able to attend after all.
Okay.
But for good reason. His son came soon. His son was born a little bit sooner than expected.
Well, congratulations. That's
so
amazing.
He's going to be with mama and baby. So
that's the best reason, man. Congrats, Coach. Amazing to hear. That's great, man. Love it.
Now I did get word that Kit Raff does have someone coming to the ring with him, but he won't tell me who. The only way to find out is to be there this Sunday, July 10th. Bell time is at 2:00 at the Throope Civic Center in Throope, Pennsylvania. All seats are only $20. You can get tickets online or at the door.
I was going to say it's Odie, but that's Garfield. I'm making a bad joke. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. Yeah, and this is why you read the fine print, people. Yes, Vexable's the notorious Kit Raff. Coach will not be there. And Tommy Vex now with Mary Elizabeth. Very excited for that one, Rosh. It's a good show, man. Did a great job booking this one. Heck of a roster, man. A couple surprises up your sleeves. We'll give you one less sales pitch before we get out of here, man. What do you got to say to the people?
We got a 9th match that we just added this week. It's for High Tension Wrestling. They're going to be filming it and airing it on their channels. Philly Mike. Let me get to a table again.
There it is.
And Paul Marcus Schuyler. And that's going to be a very interesting matchup, a very high tension feel to it. We've got 9 matches. We've got a house full of kids, man. It's just going to be a blast. It's going to be loud. I want to see as many people out there as possible. We've got the whole community bought in. Every match was sponsored. Most of the talent was sponsored, including my man over here.
And thank you. Yes, Nettie's Photography. Thank you for sponsoring us and some other things as well. But thank you so much for sponsoring us. I'm excited to be a part. And Rosh, thank you very much for having me, man. Everyone in this business has welcomed me with open arms because I work very cheap. No, I'm just kidding.
Can't beat the price tag, baby.
There it is.
If it don't make sense, and it don't make sense, it ain't worth doing. But Bob, you're fantastic, man. Bob, you throw me off with the podcast, man.
Hey, Rosh, Mastodon, Uncle Rosh, whatever.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
We are delighted to have you. Everyone who's in the wrestling community who's not a wrestler, thank you. Thank you. You make my life, all of our lives, so much better. Without our photographers, our videographers, without our narrators, without our storytellers there to help us, we're a bunch of crazy people who fall down a lot and collect concussions. You guys help make us an actual story, an actual show, something to present to the community. Thank you so very much. I hope to see y'all there. And if you can't make the show, it'll be on IWTV a few days after. Give us a watch.
Love it, man. And shameless promo, I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out Peter DeLong, who is amazing. I love working with him. Are you ready for some handsome commentary team, man? Because I don't know, dude. You picked a very handsome commentary team, but Peter is amazing, always prepared. It's going to be an honor to be working alongside him, man. I'm stoked, bro.
Bro, I am so blessed beyond all belief. Thank you guys so much for everything.
Appreciate you, Rosh. And guys, again, shameless promo. Uncle Masty's Smash Master Wrasslin. You got to say it right, Wrasslin. All right, that's July 10th, Throope, PA. Guys, Throope Civic Center. Doors open 1 p.m. Bell time, 2 p.m. Get your tickets now. All seats are $20. It's for the kids. It's going to be great. There's so many good things going on. Rosh, thanks for making the time. Always good seeing your face, man. I'm excited to see you Sunday. Continued success to you, brother. Appreciate you.
Ain't no party like a BYOB party because the BYOB party don't stop. Ow!
There it is. He's ready to go for Sunday. I'm ready to go, guys. We'll see you there. And like we always say here on the BCP, everyone stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We out. Peace.